Don't be so focused on your own advancement that you forget that people are people, that humans are social creatures, and remember that you can't do it on your own. It takes a village to raise a child, and it takes a village to support. Each one teach one, each one help one, especially if you're in a position where you are responsible for teaching those individuals those values when it comes to your company, your business, or whatever the case is, or just the message that you are trying to portray to the world in general. Be mindful of how you move and how you operate in the world, and just know that once you sow those seeds, everything is going to come back to you for a second.
What are you doing today that makes you better than the person you were yesterday? That is part of the Ascension brand. That is the motto, the heart of what we stand for. When I pass away, I want people to know. I want people to remember me, not for the time that I've spent on this planet, but for the things that I have done to contribute to society. My mama raised a loser, but I broke the chains.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Dirty Trunk Podcast. It is your boy Marcus Morton, and here always with me is the Aaron Mack and the lovely Coco.
What's up, y'all?
Bruh.
How y'all doing today?
Bruh. I can finally say it. Bruh, I fucking miss y'all.
Oh.
It's been 2 weeks since we were able to record an episode. And mind you, I ain't tripping on y'all vacation, but we could have did them. We could have did an episode. But, you know, wherever there's a will, there's a way. But I just let y'all, I was like, you know what? They ain't had a break from me since December. so you know, it's probably good that we, you know, moved the pot a little bit, but, you know, work still needed to be done. And we did have 2 episodes that we did fill those spots in, but it's all good. It's all good. Alyssa did help me record some of those episodes, so shout out to her. Yeah, but you guys probably already heard that anyway, but it don't even matter by the time this come out then. But but I got a confession to make, and
Oh, buddy,
Let it out, man.
yeah,
Let it out.
man,
tell them.
I got a bit lazy when y'all left, and I wasn't doing as much work as I should have been. Obviously I've been working on the book like religiously, but like when it came to everything else, like I just really wasn't putting a faithful foot forward, shall I say. And I'm back on track. I figured it out. But
You just needed us back. That's
I figured it out, but no, it you know, because Marcus kind of called me out the other day and was like, "Yo, you got another video for me?" I was like, I don't at the moment. Give me about 20-30 minutes, and I got you.
I was like, take your time, man.
I
Take your time.
got you. However, it wasn't enough time to take because it was already the end of the day that we were supposed to post it. But I mean, I dropped the ball.
Better late than
I'm
never.
back on it. I got it. It's just way too much going on. It's been real, man. It's been real. How y'all vacation go though? Like,
pretty chill.
Yeah, it was chill. It wasn't much to do because of the whole virus, the COVID-19. But
it's about to be COVID-20 now. Let's go ahead and put it.
Apparently,
Because it's growing. I think it's just weird. Like, we had a pandemic for one virus, and now all of a sudden we got like brand new symptoms coming out the woodwork. Like, it's weird. It's just weird, man.
but they're saying all this is supposed to last 2 more years.
2 more years.
I can't fucking do it.
So
I'm
you
go
talk
crazy.
about a virus that takes 14 days, quote unquote, 14 days to get out of your system, and it's going to take 2 years to resolve it. When they already got a cure, quote unquote.
how do you project that
Right. Like what what metrics are you putting in place to project that? That's confusing.
Yeah, that's interesting.
That's confusing. I don't get that. But we ain't got to go there. We ain't got to go there. Not at all, man.
You good?
Yeah.
Context struggles.
Yeah. I don't miss that.
I think I'm gonna wear glasses tomorrow.
I remember one fell out when I was driving one time. You ever drove back home with one eye?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah. Yeah.
Drove around a whole week with one contact.
Jesus.
Y'all ever had a contact like fold up and go like
Behind your eye,
your eye? Boy, that is
actually
the
happened,
worst.
Yesterday.
That is the worst feeling ever.
You hear me screaming in the bathroom?
I did. And I was like, oh God. Here we go again.
She's being dramatic again.
Mm-hmm.
Dramatic.
I don't think I had one fold up on me. I don't.
So you ain't never like had like rubbed your eye with a contact in and that bitch folded up on you and just like went back here just.
Oh
my
they either
God.
fall out or I remember one time I fucked up and I put it on backwards.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That'll hit you. Yeah.
The fucked up thing, like it went in fine, perfectly, and then I was walking out and it was like, I was like, what is this?
Oh man, my eyes always get like swollen too and puffy when I wear contacts. So like they won't sit well like perfectly to my eye, and like every time I blink it'll move and all that other shit.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
Mm.
It's crazy.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to introduce Boss or False. Boss or False is a segment that we came up with to introduce a boss move or a false move. We kind of want to get y'all opinion on what's...
Their opinion come out though. This is our opinion first. We gonna talk about it.
Right.
They can talk about it in the comments.
Yeah, so
It's our show.
leave a like and comment. Tell us how y'all feel about the situations
This ain't your shit.
that we provide you guys.
Be nice.
All right, that'd be nice. All right, it's cool. It's all right. It's all good. It's all good. So, what do we have for Boss or False today?
Today, is it a boss move or a false move to walk away and be the bigger man in situations that could escalate into bigger problems?
I feel like that's a situational kind of thing. Like it depends on the situation.
Okay, saying
Like let's
what you want to talk about. If someone messed around while y'all was on a break, as they say, they mess with a close person of you, maybe a close friend, close family member. I don't think personally you can come back from that, but y'all were on a break. She go out, mess with one of your homeboys, but then y'all get together. She ain't never tell you like what happened, But your homeboy come out and be like, "Hey, messed around with your girl, She said y'all was on a break."
Nah, man. Shit. My thoughts on that. Like, if you want a break, you got to determine like with both people what a break actually. You know what? I'm gonna let you go first because I'm long winded with the shit.
I think that's more of a situation type of thing. It deals with the people that's in the relationship, like how they both view those that break, quote unquote. In my opinion, if you say you're on a break is like basically separated. You're broken up.
Yeah.
I guess with the intention on getting back together. That's why they call it a break instead of breaking up. Because if we're broken up, anything out of that, break up, that's on you. That's not really on. I have no control over that. So, but in that break, if they are coming back, then there shouldn't have been a outsource.
So interaction with any
There
other.
shouldn't have been no entertaining going on outside of the relationship.
Yeah.
All right,
For it shouldn't have been a break in general.
I don't believe in
should
breaks.
it should be named something else. A break is just
like it's actually called something else in legal terms. It's called a separation.
Yeah, if you married.
Yeah, true. But
okay.
yeah, like pretty much, in my opinion, like what Marcus was saying, like both people should communicate what that quote unquote break is. No one person should be like, all right, so this is my chance to get my unlimited swipes on my hall pass. Like both people should be in agreement what this actually is from the beginning, whether it's a short thing where it's like, okay, we aren't mature enough to handle this problem right now, so let's go in our corners and come back to it later. But even with that being said, both people, they still understand that we're coming back to each other. We just aren't mature enough. We're not in the right headspace. Our hearts are in the right spot right now to handle this problem at this moment. With the whole thing, like you on break and your woman finds somebody else to entertain her twat. Like that's a
Why did you call it
that's
that?
a whole different ball game on its own. She just an animal that just she has needs. She got needs, and if you leave her hanging for too long, obviously, it's not even just the woman. It's like both sides. Like
right.
If you leave it hanging for too long, those needs need to be met. So the emotional thing didn't get taken care of before the knees kicked in and say, all right, my dude, they blew. Let's go. All right. But like all jokes aside, like both people just need to get together, like, and just talk about it. Like there's no sweeping it under the rug. Like if it happened, it happened. Like I'm not going to say like you don't get no chances. Obviously, I'm not the one to speak on that because of my past situations, but both people need to actually sit down and talk about it. Like if you curious about it, men, especially men, because we got this thing going on where we ask about the situation and then we say, all right, we good, don't worry about it, we all right, I'm good, I got it,
That's a lie.
and then we turn around and use every situation that comes after as fuel to bring that back up. So get all that shit out on the table, put all your cards out and discuss it. Cry about it if you need to. Cry together about it if you need to. Together.
Can I sing that song?
Hmm?
Can I sing that song?
What song?
We cried together.
Yeah, so yeah. Cry together about it if you need to and get that shit out. Get it off your chest and don't bring it back up. Just let it go, man.
But then comes the trust issue. People with trust issues be like, oh, they be wondering if they still talking to that person, still seeing that person.
Obviously, but and the person who stepped out, they got to understand, like, yes, I stepped out, I made a mistake, or whatever you want to call it, because if it's a break, obviously, like, you guys weren't on the same page, and you weren't in the same household, you weren't in the same relationship, you separated that relationship. So at that point, the other person has to realize, like, look, I'm not obligated to you at this point when I say that this relationship is done right now, but if we come back to it, that's a different story. So what they end up doing is, like, they want to say it's kind of like a have your cake and eat it too kind of situation, because it's like I want space from you, but I don't want nobody else to have you either.
That's toxic.
So like, it's
it is
back burner situation.
It is. It's toxic as hell. It's like, I'm gonna give you your freedom, but just enough so you can smell freedom, and I'm gonna pull you right back.
Someone told Marcus that one time.
Yeah.
That last one, or the one that we work with.
Oh no.
Oh, okay.
No. This is a whole different one. But yeah, she was she got in a whole nother
We work with.
No, worked.
Oh, ED. Okay, I'm sorry.
ED. ED. What is it?
Worked. ED.
Oh. Thought you were trying to call it special ed. I
Wow.
was like, hold on there.
Hold on now, Flair.
I mean, she got her ED, her GED. Anyway, but yeah, I had a situation kind of like that. Young lady wanted to basically like put me on the back burner. She got in a relationship with another dude, and she was like, "Oh, but I'm just gonna be with him for such amount of time, and then we can come back together." And I'm just like, no, our relationship
that's not how that works.
Kind of toxic. We should have been separated, but this is just a great opportunity for you to focus on this one person. You
do that.
You do that over there.
Handle
I
that.
will do me over here.
Uh-huh.
This will be the last time we'll be speaking. This is it.
Good
Bye.
luck. Good luck to you.
And she was like, no, this other stuff. And
Fuck.
Did you hang up?
told me about his situation. He's going to be
you
leaving
listened.
and all this other stuff. And I'm just like,
Do you hear yourself?
right. I said the same thing. I was like, does this like
That's
not bring any like red flags in your head? Like,
How in the fuck do you think I'm supposed to feel about that? Like,
this is weird.
She didn't care.
she didn't.
And apparently,
She
already
cared
worried
about her.
Yeah, her needs.
Her needs, yeah. She wanted her cake and eat it too. I mean,
unsoulful bitch.
I'm gonna be real though. Like, having your cake and eating it too. Like, if I got cake, why wouldn't I want to eat it?
ain't that what you're supposed to do?
And she's supposed to eat it too. Cakes on the menu.
But it's like because once you eat it, it's gone. So you can't have the cake and eat it too, because you that's what they're saying.
So you won't have no cake to eat.
Yeah, because when you eat it, it's gone. So you can't have it and
Is
eat
that
it
why they
too.
say that?
Yeah.
What the fuck? So somebody literally put that logic to this little saying that if you have your cake, then if you don't eat it, you still have your cake, so you get to enjoy this cake. But
once you eat it,
once you eat it, it's gone.
it's gone. Yeah.
But
You
how long does cake last when you don't eat it? It don't really.
Don't it spoil mold?
Yeah.
I don't know. I like cake, so that's why I eat it. So I wouldn't know. I've never sat and just like, that's a nice cake. I'm
We're
like,
not talking about food.
say,
Oh, I am.
Oh,
Right.
Well,
Because this analogy came from somewhere.
they didn't call that cake back then. That's no.
What were we really talking about when we said cake and then eating it too? Like, what were we talking about? I want
was
to know.
talking about food.
I want to know.
Birthday cake.
Who the hell were we talking about? What were we talking about? Are we really talking about real cake?
I thought it was like a metaphor.
Metaphor, simile. Kind of same thing. Just one
Okay.
uses like her ass.
Analogy.
Okay, it was necessary for a situation like a thing like.
Oh, I mean,
Like I have you, but wait, no, I can't.
See, it don't make sense no matter how you flip
Yeah.
it. It don't make sense. It don't. Where did that come from? Hey Google.
Hey Siri.
Oh, that don't.
oh, okay.
I'm here.
Where did the analogy come from?
Okay. I found this on the web for where did the analogy come from. Check it out.
Slow motion talking even don't work with Siri.
Where did the analogy have your cake and wait, no, hold on.
She's still listening.
Okay, alright. Eat it.
Or figure of speech. The proverb literally means you cannot simultaneously retain your cake and eat it. Once the cake is eaten, it is gone.
So he
It
was
can be
right.
used to say that one cannot have two incompatible things, or that one should not try to have more than what is reasonable.
Okay. Oh, so Marcus was right.
Yeah, more than is reasonable.
Yeah,
So-
he was right.
Like putting it in a situation, having
Like
Having two men.
the girl couldn't have him, and the other dude who was leaving at the same time.
yeah,
I mean, she could have, but he won't into that.
Like, she wanted. What did she want? A relationship or
She wanted the relationship with him
what she
after the
said.
other guy left.
was it sex?
Not really.
Don't answer that.
It won't really.
Okay.
Moving on. Yeah. So, I mean, I've seen that happen. My my parents back in the day. I was like, I think I was 7, and my mom and dad separated. I don't know what the fuck the goal of the separation was, but I just know they went their separate ways. He moved out and got an apartment somewhere close by, and he had him a little girlfriend. And my mom found out about the little girlfriend, and she spazzed the fuck out. So I've always thought that, like, if you separated, like, I had to be separated when I got my divorce. So I had no contact with this brother. So I mean, I guess separation is one, like we said earlier, separation is one of those things that both people have to be on the same accord about what our goal is. Like,
Right.
is our goal to give each other space? But I feel like if you separate and your goal is to need space from the other person, y'all probably don't need to be in a relationship, because that means that y'all are incompatible of fixing whatever your problem is in person.
I think a break or separation or whatever should be because y'all need to work on yourselves before y'all can work on together as a whole.
That's a good way to look at it.
So
That's a good way. That's a very good way to look at it, actually. I didn't think of it that way. Yeah. Yeah.
But that wouldn't. What's the word I'm looking for? You shouldn't. All right. But in that instance, you shouldn't say separate or break. You should just say we need space. Space could be just like, I focus on a hobby or something to better myself, and then you focus to better yourself
unhand me, sir.
over there.
100%.
Like, what situation would account for it being that serious that we have to move out the house that we're living in together? Like, how?
First of all, we ain't moving nowhere. We're gonna work that shit out.
Facts.
I understand that,
But,
but I'm talking
I
about
mean,
for the situation for the people at home listening.
Look, if you gotta stay in the other room for a couple days, I mean,
Damn right.
I thought that's what sleeping on the couch was about.
Oh yeah, that too.
and I'd be the one sleeping on the couch.
You choose sleep.
Cause it's comfortable.
I think that's why they make couches so comfortable.
For the guys who in the doghouse often.
Yes.
Well,
Tragic.
shit, my couch, that motherfucker, ain't nothing comfortable about that.
It ain't y'all.
It's pretty decent. Well, I'm a man, so
I am
sleep
too.
on the floor.
I am too. I'd rather sleep on the floor.
Sometimes you had a girl to sleep on the floor now.
Oh yeah. Especially like if it's like a hardwood floor, and you don't have like concrete under it.
Okay.
As long as that shit ain't got concrete under it, you good.
Yeah.
Well, you sleep on the concrete. You sleep on these floors. Yeah, you done.
Stiff.
You through booking. I'm not getting up in the morning. I'll be awake. I will be awake. I promise you. I'll get up early, but I will not get up. It will not be possible. Just roll your wheelbarrow, your dolly, or whatever the hell you need, hand truck, whatever. Just roll it in here, because I will not be able to get off the floor.
Tragic.
Shit, I'm barely able to get out of bed in the mornings now. I'm getting old, man.
30.
30.
Dirty 30.
30. 2 months.
25.
Nigga, fuck you.
Still got a half a year.
How old
That's
I'll be
today.
this year? 27. I'll be 27 this year.
God damn, I'm
Jesus.
always. Why am I always the oldest one in the group? What the fuck is that?
I'm always the youngest.
How do I always end up in that situation?
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
Hey, wisdom. Age brings wisdom.
If you do it right.
This is true. This is true because
we know a lot of old ass kids.
Yes.
And speaking of old ass kids,
Oh, buddy.
speaking of old ass kids, can we address the situation of certain individuals who and people like these certain individuals who constantly seek to destroy those who they come in contact with on a daily basis? Can we talk about that? Is that possible?
They're not happy with their life,
Obviously.
so they want to ruin others. What they say, misery loves company.
Misery loves company. I had a dude. Did I tell you about the dude who was complaining to me today?
No.
Oh yeah.
He was just
I didn't hear
standing.
it.
He was just standing there. He was like,
Oh.
and I was just right there, like with my arms crossed, like just leaning up against a piece of equipment. And I was actually waiting on a certain individual because I had to do coachings, and this guy, he was on his piece of equipment, like in
in vicinity.
in the vicinity, yeah, within earshot. And it's like, man, shit, man.
That's correct.
I just looked down, tending to my business, looking at my little tablet. Yep. Not even. I looked up. He was making eye contact. Nope.
Looked him in the eyes. He saw me.
And then he's like, man, night shift always fucking up stuff. Looked up. He was making eye contact again. I was like, nope. And then he started saying something else. And then somebody else walked up. And he started complaining to them, and that other person was like, man, ain't it though? And I was like, yep, there it is. That's my cue. There it is. There's my cue. I'm gone. You guys enjoy that. I will be over here.
It's kind of like the crab in the bucket mentality.
Yeah.
Instead of like, but that's the thing though. Like, even though you're having a bad day or something like that, why would you want to project that to somebody else?
Because they don't know happiness. And when people aren't feeling as bad as they do, they're offended. Like, why am I the asshole because I don't want to join you in complaining?
Right.
why am I considered rude and you want to take me to HR because I don't want to complain with you about HR and how they don't ever do nothing?
You gonna go to them and complain? Like, what?
Like, how does that even make sense to anybody?
Make that make sense. Like,
please.
It's ridiculous. Like, they'll look at you weird because you're not complaining. But yeah, it's a crab in the bucket mentality. People will like project that energy and just like try to get you to come down to their level.
Yeah.
And it's retarded.
Yeah.
Cause I'm like, when you want like somebody else to not feel that, like you feel that constantly. So why not try to deter that feeling and make somebody happy?
Because it's not as entertaining the other way around.
people
But
love
some
that.
people do though.
I don't know. It's something about other people love that drama, that you know.
But some people will have that, messed up background, messed up, upbringing, and they will do any and everything to make somebody happy though.
Oh shit, you're right.
Yeah, some people they'll have a totally opposite, way of thinking about it. Instead of bringing people down, they'll actually like try to uplift. I know a couple of people that would say that, because of what they do, well, because of what happened to them, in their past or whatever, that they are just, rambunctious. They just, constantly silly because they want to put a smile on people's faces.
Right. Yeah, that's true. It's a matter of perspective and personal philosophy. It's like the story of the twin brothers that I think I talked about it on the podcast before. Yeah, where it was two twin brothers and both of them came from abusive household where both of their parents were drunks and physically abusive, and one ended up being a drug addict and the other one being wildly successful. And one twin was like, I'm successful because of where I came from, and the other one was like, I drink and I'm a drug addict because of where I came from. Right. Same situation, just two different outcomes because they decided to change their perspective. It's a matter of perspective. And that's why I tell people all the time, like, look, man, it's what you make it.
Ooh. So I was listening to a motivational speaker, and he said something along those lines that was actually probably about the same thing. Your emotions can be changed if you change your focus.
Yeah. Yeah.
So almost just like glasses. Say you need glasses and you went like such amount of years without them. Your eyesight is out of focus. It's blurry. It's terrible. But once you get glasses, everything's clear, crystal clear. That you see the world through like a whole new.
Me
And
at
it's
16.
funny because the place we work,
Mm-hmm.
the lighting will always be dim. And I'm like, is it dark outside? I'm looking around, the lights dim. But I came in there with glasses, everything was bright. And I was just like, wow.
It was like a whole different building.
Yeah, like, what the fuck?
It was like you walked in and somebody turned on the Snapchat filter.
The glow, beautify or something like that. But yeah, that's interesting.
We actually failed our first boss or false segment. We never answered the question. Is it
Twice.
is it a boss move to do what, or is it a false move to do what? We never answered the question.
Well, we can always do it and then just.
Squeeze me in there. I don't even know what was the question.
He didn't really. Did you really ask a question?
We just took the conversation and went with it.
I thought I did.
Well, I mean, we stated our opinions,
I mean,
but we never said like.
We kind of still on the conversation though. Kind of a little bit, maybe ish. No,
We gotta get it together.
it's all good. It's all good. We'll work on it. So, is it a boss move to walk away from the situation,
Yeah,
or
be a bigger person in a situation that causes
chaos?
Yeah.
Trauma to your relationship. Let's say that.
Or life in general.
Well, yeah, that too.
Could that apply to my past relationship?
Mm-hmm. So, okay. Perfect example. All right.
Fuck,
So
I feel like I just put myself in the spotlight.
Well, actually, you already been through it. So, but I mean, do you think that was a boss move on your part or a false move? You could have done like the society, like the mundane, and stay in that relationship because that's what marriage is. Marriage is hardship. It's being hurt here and there. It's love and hate.
Yeah,
That's what marriage is. Love and hate. Both of them together. You can't have one without the other. Do you think that was a boss move or a false move? You saw that there was a problem, that there was deception in the relationship, and you said, no, I don't want no parts of that. And you did the necessary steps to get out of that.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean,
I'm going to say, I'm going to be real with you. I'll be 100% real. My values said it was a false move. But my heart said it was a boss move. I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to break it down a little bit. Because I do believe in the sanctuary that is a household, the relationship, the bond between a man and a woman, and the holy matrimony, I guess you could say. Because I do believe in that type of love, it was a false move on me to say that I had that with someone and be okay with walking away from it. However, I know for a fact that I couldn't keep what I thought I had, and because I grew as a person, I grew, my mindset grew, and I expanded into different territories when it comes to my thought process. I knew that situation was a bit of a toxic one. I knew that it wasn't going anywhere, and there, like you said, there was deception going on. So there was times where I caught her in lies that didn't need to be told. She voluntarily told me lies. She voluntarily deceived me on multiple occasions. Even at the beginning, the very beginning of the relationship was built on a lie. So I would say, for that reason, because I chose to follow my heart, I would say that was a boss move. And I would say that sometimes, and you know, I always say follow your values, and like there's just certain cases where the situations of life contradict that. And I couldn't follow my values at that point, because had I followed my values, I would have went into a very dark path. Like, she still ain't got her shit together now, and it's been almost 4 years since I left her. So yeah, I would definitely say it was a boss move on the part that I had to get my shit together, so I had to leave.
Okay.
All right.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, let us know what you think in the comments. If you've ever been in a, like, say, marriage or a relationship and it was very toxic, or not what was led to be what,
if it was built on a lie.
Yeah, if it was built on a lie, and you just packed your shit and got your ain't shit self out that ain't shit situation, was that a boss move for you?
And tell us how it worked out for you, because I want to know that, like, everybody who made that decision for themselves, because it takes a strong individual to come out of something like that. Not only does it take a strong individual to recover from a situation like that, it takes a strong individual to even leave.
Right.
Like, people don't even understand how much strength it takes to walk away from a relationship, especially something like a marriage. And I was lucky enough to be smart enough to not have kids with this woman. Yeah, I actually did that on purpose. Even though we were talking about kids, but I kind of knew someone right after the fact, but it was already too late at that point. I already signed my name on the dotted line. But for anybody out there who ever had to go through that, you know, my condolences to you for your lost love, because it's not an easy thing to have that. It's not, and like, it's one of those things that I'm wondering, like, do you ever really truly recover from it? So let us know what you think in the comments when it comes to that. All right, so speaking of walking away from situations in general, like, I've literally got a situation thrown to me today by management. I'm gonna say just management, where I was supposed to be part of something. I'm trying to tread lightly with this, because we've literally been talking about our job a little bit too much, to the point where it could actually get us in trouble. So we're going to back up off of that a little bit and try to give a lot less details when it comes to the job. But of course, you guys know, for any of our new listeners, we all work in the same place, and we report there 4 days a week, and spend 40 hours of our precious time trading time like prostitutes. But you know, we working on it. But anyway, recently got somewhat of a little semi promotion, I guess you could say. Became a bit of a little bit more of an asset to the team.
Okay.
And you know, I was recently told that one of my superiors, I guess you could say, was somebody, and this is somebody who we have hung out with outside of work. This guy smiles in our face. I have and for some reason,
Can we name him?
we can't.
Nickname?
Nah, we can't.
He has a nickname.
Nah, not that I know of. He ain't cool enough for that. But
No.
but
Something
you know,
he looks like.
we could call this guy
Norbit.
Norbit. We can call him Norbit. All right. So this guy Norbit, who is our He is our department lead, I guess you could say, and we're about the same age, so there's no situation of
Authority respect.
somebody being wise. I respect him because of his position, but however, his things got a little bit personal because I guess because my girlfriend now works in the, like, she's now the same position that he's in on the same shift. Apparently, because my girlfriend is now on the same shift as I, it has become a problem to some people who are there in the same job, and they do the same thing she do, and they're all my superiors. However, my girlfriend isn't necessarily like my boss. I just report to her when I'm doing work for her department.
Right.
And just for clarity and context, but for some reason these people, Norbit and we're going to say what could we call her?
Peppermint Patty.
God damn it, Courtney.
I was gonna say Cruella DeVille. No.
I like Peppermint Patty better.
Peppermint Patty.
It fits so lovely.
Yep.
Yeah, so Norbit and Peppermint Patty, even though they are not going to be a part of our culture for too much longer because they're leaving the building, for some reason this guy has took it upon himself to try to snitch on me 3 times already. 3 times.
Oh no.
And not only that, he has somehow blocked me from this impromptu promotion that I was speaking of a few minutes ago.
Same.
So, and he's also done the same to her.
Oh.
Yeah, bitch.
So let's talk about it. The way of the serpent, of how a grown man, you know, we talking about grown people acting grown, acting their age. How somebody could smile in your face because I could be lying. I could just be, my memory sometimes fools me. I think things that, were there, but they're not, they could be, chalked up to hallucinations. But if I'm not mistaken, he was at the bowling alley that night we went, right?
Yes.
And he was there, and I've been there at least 3 times already. We hung out outside of work on, I think, 4 times now. We've hung out outside of work, and you smile in my face.
He was there.
Yeah.
Not Paris' thing, but
Oh, I didn't go.
the one where they had at the other bowling alley.
Yeah, I didn't go.
Yeah. So on multiple occasions we hang out outside of work. We got the same friend group. Oh, okay, whoop-de-doo. So how is it that if you can smile in my face in 1 minute and then turn around and try to knock me down a peg the next minute? And then not only that, you think I'm not going to hear about it because the same people that you try to dry snitch on me to, they turned around and told me. Your managers.
Okay, so what is the problem? What?
That is a good question. I don't know. So
Jealousy.
When we're talking about this walking
like.
away from situations, like my manager, the manager of that department, when he told me, he the one that came and told me, the new guy.
Yeah.
He came and told me. He was like, yeah, so Norbit is he said that you couldn't do this because you're such and such, and you're always over and learning, talking to Alyssa, and it's like, I don't really understand why he would say that. It's just not, I don't know, it's just not relevant. It's not relevant. It's like,
It's not professional. It's not
right. And
not
I think at this point, just about everybody, I think he was like trying to say that Alyssa was my girlfriend without actually saying it, but I think he already knows. Like, everybody know at this point. Even the new head of the department, she knows already. She spoke about it already. She doesn't care as long as I'm professional. I'm doing my job. We not hugged up over there or nothing. Right. I don't bother her when we're at work. But at the same time, this man is like trying to like sabotage me on his way out the door. He's not even gonna be there next week.
Like, what are the motives? What is the goal? What
Like, why are you trying to ruin everyone
Right.
before you leave? Is this like,
The entire building though.
and everybody's like fed up with it?
Yeah.
Not
like
why
that.
just
But I think-
leave.
I think it's on some bitch shit though, that everybody is like, okay, yeah, things are going to change when Peppermint Patty leave. I think it's on some bitch shit, honestly.
What do you mean?
That's what they're saying. They're like, okay, yeah, just hang in there for a little while longer. Peppermint Patty, this her last week, and we gonna go ahead and switch up everything once she leave. What?
Why not do it while she's leaving? After,
Why did we let it
Y'all so
happen?
intimidated by her?
Why we let it happen?
like, what does she head over? What can
Nothing.
I'm so confused with this.
She must have something. over
She
their
the
heads or
same.
something.
She the same level as Lee. Yet when she does something to people, she throw people under the bus. She try to step on people's toes, and everybody just take it. Everybody just take it. They don't even complain. They complain to each other, but they don't. Nobody is like, hey, I'm about to knock your ass out. You better chill the fuck out. Like, I'm like, yo, like, you got one time on the professional level to undercut me. And if that shit get personal, like if I know that, if I literally like 100% know that you doing it, oh no, that's a whole problem.
Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't get
That's a whole problem.
confrontation with Nova. That's
Hostile.
confrontational type stuff right there.
It is, and
You know, you lose your job over some shit like that.
and you know what? It's good though, because karma,
Oh,
that thing called karma,
That's
yeah.
a bitch.
I know for a fact that it's gonna come for him.
Both
It's
of 'em.
gonna come for him. Oh, and that other one, oh yeah, Peppermint Patty. She thinks she about to go. She thinks she about to go to this new spot and cause all kind of hell. Okay, you got it. You got it. Yeah, you made yourself look good in that interview, but okay. Know what I know. Know what I know. Okay. All right. Cool. Well, yeah, man. It's these serpents, man. These serpents, man. They just.
That's why you gotta keep the grass cut.
They
Watch out for 'em.
Yep.
Have your machete, shovel in hand. Just gotta
Keep that weed whacker going.
cut them off.
Did we give any practical advice in this episode?
Well, what we're trying to say, walk away before you do something that will,
Well,
you
it
end
sound
up
like
in
we're
jail.
trying to end the conversation. I don't think we're done.
Close.
I feel like there's more to say.
All right, then speak your piece. Speak
Am
your
I the only one
piece.
speaking?
So with the situations that we're presenting, I think being the bigger person and walking away actually not only speaks value on you but your character, because it does take it takes a big person to walk away from a situation, because in any of those situations you could have, gotten even, got confrontational, or went above them, and it was like, hey,
I'm vindictive, so I can definitely get even. Yes.
so that speaks volumes of of how you handled it.
It's a wonder how I haven't gotten fired yet.
It's a wonder why they haven't gotten fired yet. That is wild. Like I didn't know it was that deep.
Yeah, I'm talking about people who got offices know she does shit wrong,
Right.
evil shit, and they don't even bother.
That's not.
If you ever wonder what's wrong with our building,
I mean, I knew there was some like rare fucked up shit, but this is just that's not professional. That
not at all. Anyway, back to the practical advice.
Yeah, okay. Be the bigger person. Walk away. It frees you. Doing that frees you from that burden of holding a grudge or thinking about that situation. When you walk away, you drop all.
I'm sorry, but I don't feel that when I walk away.
Mm-mm.
You don't feel free?
I don't.
No, I don't.
You
I
gonna
feel
just
like
give it to Carmen.
let me catch you outside.
I'm not that far with it.
Okay, how y'all feel when y'all walk away from the
I
situation?
feel like, oh, I'd be disappointed in myself. Like, what?
The hell?
Go ahead.
I'd be disappointed in myself. Like,
It make you feel like a bitch.
yes! Yes! Fucking yes! And I'm not a bitch. Like, I'd be so disappointed in myself. Like, damn, you should have said something. Why the fuck you ain't say nothing?
So that. So. So you gotta. I learned the way of the corporate fight a while ago. You ever watch House?
Yes.
You know
Love
how
that show.
Dr. Gregory House can cuss out somebody without saying one cuss word.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. I also picked up that philosophy by watching Scandal. Olivia Pope can dig into somebody's ass in like 4-5 sentences and like screw their whole life up. Like that whole lawyer mentality thing. Yeah. I kind of use that, but you got to teach people how to treat you, man. And because it's like if you let them do it, if you let them bully you, then they're going to keep bullying you. Plain and simple.
Right.
Plain and simple. Like and I can't go too far into any particular situation, but there's never been a time where somebody has done something to me where I didn't like go to them and just be like, yo, what is that? So you did this. Why did you do it? And they'll tell me some bullshit reason as to why they did it. Oh, because it's been said that you did it for this reason. Why am I hearing that? Address the elephant.
Right.
Welcome to the Dirty Trunk, ladies and gentlemen. And I love doing that because it puts people on the spotlight. Like, you thought you were going to do this to me, and you thought I won't going to come talk to you about it. Like Peppermint Patty last time when it was time to get this said promotion. The first time it happened, and she ended up training everybody but me on purpose. And I heard that it didn't happen because Alyssa got that job that she has now.
Right.
Because she was being spiteful. Which, by the way, has nothing to do with me. Alyssa was on night shift at the time, had nothing to do with her. Nothing at all.
Just being a bitch.
Just being a bitch for no reason. And for some reason, that situation led me to not become, not to have the position that I wanted.
Right. Which,
by the way, she was the one that suggested it in the first place.
Now, how the fuck? How?
Just like,
I'm like, oh, here you go. Never mind.
So, Peppermint Patty is like a big old contradiction. Like, it's like the job she has basically forces her to be in front of people, be with people, and help people, as I thought that's what they were supposed to do. But you're doing all this other stuff, going above and beyond to diminish people, screw people up, trip them up in their journey in this job. Like, that's like you being a teacher and you just hate kids. You just like you just gonna fuck these kids' journey to adulthood, all of them. It's like, why get the job if you don't like the kids or the people? I don't. It's God.
Oh my goodness.
I'll be damn.
That's crazy.
I don't understand, Sway. I don't understand.
Oh man, that's true though. That's true. It's an amazing thing, man. Like just watching how people operate, and you just wonder, like, who the hell allowed this person to do this,
Right?
And how long do they think they're gonna get away with it? You talking about like this broad that got folks fired to cover her own ass, and Multiple people. Yeah. We know one of them personally. Yeah, we'll talk about that. But because I'm still a little upset about why that happened. And she's so good at the snake shit that she do. The other person don't even have no ill will towards her because she think that was her friend, and she don't even know.
What dang?
She don't even know.
I don't even know. I'm lost.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. If you are the person who is in corporate America, or just anything, like anything where you have to deal with people on a daily basis or on a consistent basis, man, have your values in order, man.
Right.
Have your values in order. Like, don't be so focused on your own advancement that you forget that people are people, that humans are social creatures, and remember that you can't do it on your own. It takes a village to raise a child, and it takes a village to support. Each one teach one, each one help one, especially if you're in a position where you are responsible for teaching those individuals those values when it comes to your company, your business, or whatever the case is, or just the message that you are trying to portray to the world in general. Be mindful of how you move and how you operate in the world, and just know that once you sow those seeds, everything is going to come back to you full circle. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I can't look up. My head hurt when I look up. It's the light. It's the context.
That's it.
Yeah. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna end it.
Hold up, Courtney. Could you bear with us for like 10 seconds? 10 seconds. Keep them squinting. Smile. Just smile away. Marcus, close it out. Go ahead. Go.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Dirty Trunk Podcast. I would like to shout out Denzel Brown, not Denzel Washington, but Denzel Brown, for listening and actually, coming up to us and, actually talking about the podcast. He does have really good
consistent listener, man.
Right.
Consistent listener. Thank you for all your support, man.
Thank you.
It's really appreciated. And leave a review
on Facebook. Or any of our social.
Yeah.
You got it. You know us. We know.
Do the thing.
Our people will get with your people.
All right. Link up with us on all of our social media contacts that's in the description below, as well as going to our website at ascensiondynasty.com. The website under construction right now, y'all. That it's gonna be hot. I promise you it is. All right. So with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and end this episode here. Thank you guys for listening, and see you next week.
Peace.